For more than 4 decades, Denzel Washington has been more than just a Hollywood star. He has been a presence defined by conviction, discipline, and integrity. In an industry often shaped by spectacle, he has moved deliberately, choosing roles, projects, and actions guided by faith and a strong sense of self. His performances, whether portraying historical figures, flawed heroes, or men facing moral dilemmas, never rely on exaggeration, but on a quiet power born of restraint and life experience. Behind the awards, acclaim, and reverence lies a man who understands that true integrity is forged through choice, challenge, and discipline, not inherited or assumed. Denzel's journey reflects a deliberate cultivation of character, both on-screen and off, offering lessons about purpose, resilience, and the value of making principled decisions even in the face of opportunity. Growing up between faith and fracture, Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was born on December 28, 1954, in Mount Vernon, New York, a working-class community shaped by routine, faith, and perseverance. His mother, Lennis, ran a beauty salon and worked tirelessly to provide stability and support, while his father, Reverend Denzel Hayes Washington Sr., was a Pentecostal minister devoted to scripture, order, and responsibility. Their home was structured, religious, and emotionally measured, where love was present but not often expressed, and discipline was a constant expectation. This environment instilled in young Denzel a sense of accountability, respect, and moral grounding, but it also carried quiet tension and unspoken expectations. The combination of devotion, order, and subtle rigidity created a foundation of resilience that would guide him through challenges later in life, shaping both his emotional depth and his approach to responsibility. When the foundation cracked, in 1968, Denzel's parents divorced, and the home that had once been structured and predictable became defined by absence. Living primarily with his mother, he experienced a gradual distance from his father, a presence that slowly faded from daily life. The shift was not dramatic, but it created long-term questions and emotional gaps that influenced Denzel's development. These quiet wounds shaped his perception of connection, responsibility, and self-reliance. Though painful, the experience did not break him. Instead, it reinforced a search for direction, meaning, and structure in an environment where guidance was sometimes absent. These early experiences taught him to navigate life with independence, reflection, and a heightened awareness of the consequences of choices, standing at the edge of the wrong path. Growing up in Mount Vernon during the late 1960s and early 1970s exposed young Denzel to influences that could easily lead astray. Many of his peers later faced incarceration and personal struggles, demonstrating the risks of limited guidance and environmental pressures. Denzel has acknowledged that the difference between their paths and his was not luck, but timely intervention. His mother recognized the potential for danger and made a decision that ultimately altered his trajectory. Surrounded by peers drawn to the streets, Denzel began to understand the value of structure, accountability, and deliberate choices, even when the immediate allure of belonging seemed strong. This period emphasized the importance of mentorship, guidance, and timely action in shaping one's future. The hardest gift his mother gave. At the age of 14, Denzel was sent to a military academy in New Windsor, New York, a move that initially felt like exile. The discipline was strict, the environment unfamiliar, and the separation from home emotionally challenging. Yet within this structure, Denzel discovered that discipline could be a tool for growth and survival. Early fear transformed into focus, and lessons of self-reliance took root. Years later, he would credit his mother with saving his life, not through comfort but through the courage to release him into an environment that demanded resilience. The academy experience provided the tools to navigate life with self-discipline, responsibility, and composure, laying the groundwork for the man he would become. Learning to command himself. Military school taught Denzel the importance of endurance, accountability, and self-control. It removed illusions of instant success and emphasized the value of persistence without expectation of praise. Upon returning home, the streets and distractions of youth held less sway as he carried habits and behaviors that became integral to his identity. Self-command became second nature, shaping his posture, demeanor, and presence in every environment. The lessons of restraint, focus, and responsibility extended far beyond the academy, preparing him for the challenges of adulthood and later professional life, including the rigors of an acting career where perseverance and integrity are essential. Searching for direction after survival. In the early 1970s, Denzel enrolled at Fordham University with no clear dream beyond moving forward and establishing stability. Financial challenges and harsh winters defined his college experience, and he took on odd jobs to support himself. Life was defined by routine, labor, and survival rather than aspiration. The experience reinforced resilience, patience, and the importance of consistent effort. Even in these unremarkable circumstances, Denzel developed a work ethic, humility, and grounded approach to life that would influence his choices in acting and personal conduct. Survival during this period taught him to value discipline, preparation, and practical perseverance over shortcuts or immediate gratification. The moment that changed everything. Denzel's path shifted during a YMCA camp summer in 1975 when a performer failed to appear and he was asked to fill in. Though hesitant, he performed instinctively, and a woman in the audience recognized his potential. Her words did not offer encouragement but acknowledgement, prompting Denzel to reconsider his direction. Returning to school, he changed his major to drama, embracing clarity about his calling. This moment illustrates how subtle recognition and opportunity can redirect a life, and how instincts, combined with guidance, can lead to meaningful transformation. It was the first step toward a disciplined pursuit of craft, purpose, and integrity in his professional life. Paying the price of the dream. Denzel's journey through the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco exemplified sacrifice and dedication. Conditions were modest, food scarce, and winters harsh, yet he rehearsed relentlessly, embracing discomfort as part of growth. Returning to New York, he faced auditions without guarantees, living in temporary accommodations, and balancing persistence with uncertainty. Rejection was constant, yet he continued to show up, demonstrating the principle that effort and dedication precede recognition. This period reinforced humility, patience, and the understanding that meaningful success requires endurance and resilience, often tested in private and unseen ways. Becoming the father he never had. Denzel has sought to break cycles of absence in fatherhood, committing to presence, guidance, and support for his children. His approach emphasizes character over career, consistency over performance, and love expressed through action rather than image. By modeling responsibility, accountability, and compassion, he has aimed to offer his children a foundation that contrasts with his own early experiences, showing that meaningful influence is exercised quietly and intentionally, learning to listen to time. In later years, Denzel has embraced reflection, self-awareness, and physical care, understanding that aging requires adaptation and attentiveness. He views routine, prayer, and intentional movement as essential practices for sustaining body, mind, and spirit. These habits highlight the value of slowing down, prioritizing meaningful work, and cultivating health, emphasizing that resilience is an ongoing practice rather than a fixed achievement. The meaning of the journey. From a boy sent away to find direction to a man who quietly saves and inspires others, Denzel Washington embodies integrity, discipline, and intentionality. His life reflects the importance of choice, consistency, and faith. He demonstrates that true strength is neither loud nor ostentatious, but cultivated through sustained effort, principled decisions, and commitment to others. His story offers a rare model of how personal and professional excellence can coexist without compromise, reminding audiences that enduring success is defined by character as much as achievement. Conclusion. Denzel Washington's life and career remind us that restraint, discipline, and moral clarity define a legacy more than applause or accolades. Success does not demand surrender to spectacle, but the courage to uphold principles privately while acting decisively publicly. His journey illustrates how character is built, preserved, and expressed, offering lessons in resilience, presence, and the enduring power of faith, discipline, and integrity.